Good evening. This is Making the Case. I'm Yodit Tewolde. Today in the R. Kelly trial, several hours of graphic and emotional testimony from a young woman describing how she was abused by the singer, then forced to lie about it. BNC's Dre Clark is following the latest from the federal court in Brooklyn. A warning, the testimony is graphic.
For the second day in a row, a woman who prefers to be called Jane testified about the abuse she says she suffered at the hands of singer R. Kelly. She's the second woman to testify against Kelly since his trial began on federal charges for sex trafficking and racketeering. Jane, who is now 23 years old, told jurors R. Kelly would oftentimes say that he bought her from her family members because they did not believe she had any value. She testified she first met R. Kelly when she was 17 in 2015, but admits she lied and told Kelly she was actually 18. She was an aspiring singer, and she was hoping R. Kelly would help her make it big in the music industry. But like other accusers, she says her connection with Kelly turned sexual, and she says he then became abusive and very controlling. She said if she wanted to leave one room and go into another, she needed R. Kelly's permission. And if she broke any of his rules, she said there was physical abuse. On occasion, she says he would beat her with a closed fist until she started bleeding. And she testified one time when she broke a rule, as punishment, R. Kelly made her have sex with someone he called nephew. She says he filmed the encounter with an iPad and then would make her have sex with both of them. She stayed at R. Kelly's home in Chicago until late 2019. She told jurors Kelly gave her an STD and made her get an abortion. She also said Kelly trained her on how to defend him publicly. One of the more interesting moments happened when she was talking about being interviewed by CBS anchor Gayle King. She says while King was asking her questions about R. Kelly, he coughed, which was a signal letting her know that he was in the room. She says although at the time she expressed her support for Kelly, she wasn't being truthful because her answers were very well rehearsed. She said R. Kelly demanded she call him daddy, but under cross-examination by Kelly's defense team, she said sometimes she would call him Papa Bear. The defense also questioned why she never sent any pictures to family members or friends of her injuries from the multiple beatings. Yet the defense says she did share pictures of her at photo shoots with Kelly and other places portraying that she was in a happy relationship. The defense also noted on several times how her testimony on the stand differed from what she said to prosecutors when she met with them before the trial. Kelly's defense team is doing their best to paint Jane as anything but truthful. R. Kelly has pleaded not guilty to all charges, but if he is convicted on those charges, he's facing 10 years to life in prison. In Brooklyn, I'm Dre Clark for BNC.
So what could today's developments in court mean for the case against Kelly going forward? Joining me to discuss is BNC's legal contributor and veteran prosecutor Paul Henderson. Paul, the second accuser took the witness stand yesterday and resumed today, spending more than 3 hours testifying against Kelly, detailing his abuse. What about her testimony stood out for you?
Well, to me, that it was consistent, and I think we're going to hear more testimony like this that is both violent and salacious. And so to me, as we're hearing that information from each of these alleged victims, you're going to start to connect the dots about consistencies. And that's what's going to stand out, that people are going to have similar stories about what they could or couldn't do, similar stories about what they were ordered, how they were ordered to behave, or what they had to call him. And all of these things are going to start to, if they don't already, ring true inconsistencies in terms of the exposure from STDs or the negative behavior that he hid from the public by having them give an ordered script or telling them what to do and where to go. All of that's going to be absolutely relevant in the heart of this trial because it's going to challenge what the defense's job is in this case, which is to show that they were all willing, that they all acted independently, that there was no conspiracy, that there was no pattern and practice and organized effort in order to get them to do the thing. they did throughout his interaction with them, which is increasingly becoming not likely to be believed.
Now, the defense wants to paint these accusers as lying former fans. The defense questioned why these women never sent pictures after allegedly being beaten, and highlighted inconsistencies between their testimony on the stand and their interviews with federal officials. Now, this could be effective, but those discrepancies, like getting confused the cities where sex allegedly took place, that could be explained away. But could this strategy work on at least one of those jurors?
I mean, in theory, I guess it could, but any skilled prosecutor is going to be able to explain to a broader audience on how every time you tell a story, there are slight differences. And when you're talking about, again, children, not professional witnesses, children and girls that are underage, that are exposed to violence, or that have been exposed to abuse, it's reasonable that some of the details they may have mistaken. Some of the details may have been a little bit off, but the details that are not off are the accusatory details about how they were treated in general, about the sexual exploits, about the STDs, about the lying that was coordinated from R. Kelly in the case. And those are the things that are going to matter.
Now, these were children, and now they're young women. Do you think that the defense, do they have a choice but to continue down this path? I mean, this is the only sort of defense that they have, is to obviously poke holes. But how do you think that generally will go over with these jurors?
I don't think it's going to go over well. I think as we continue to hear more and more victims with consistent stories, that the tide will change and the tide will flow against R. Kelly just from this testimony alone. I'm curious to see how defense is going to try and put on a case other than trying to denigrate or tear down these victims, which I believe are appearing extremely sympathetic to this jury. I think it's an uphill road for them in terms of where they need to go for their defense. And as we continue to hear more of this testimony, and this is more than average in a case like this because these are RICO charges and not a sexual assault charge kind of case directly. As we continue to hear more of this testimony, I think it paints a more and more bleak picture for R. Kelly, and what I would typically call, this is esoteric terminology, of a slow plea. And that's a case where there's so much evidence that you might as well have just pled, but since you didn't, you're going to get all of this evidence until it's forced you into a corner to face accountability, which will be the verdict in this case. That's what this case feels like to me.
All right, let's talk about the prosecution strategy. Beyond the emotional accounts from these women, the goal is to paint a picture of this huge criminal enterprise that was led by Kelly and how it's been able to function all these years. How do you think the prosecution is doing so far in making their case?
I think they're making a pretty good case and laying a good foundation, even with the evidence and information that is most salacious, because that's the common thing that runs through how R. Kelly dealt with these young women. What I would do, and what I think they're going to do towards the end of this trial, is take the approach at a macro level and identify that rather than focusing on just the big scheme of all of this, try to feel empathy and accountability for each one or any of those young women for how they were treated. And to the degree you found them credible, to the degree you want to be judgmental about that behavior, that's the pathway that you follow in order to get to guilty. And that's really a credible and strong argument that I think they're making with all of these witnesses and all of these victims that we're hearing so far. And like I said, there's a parade still left to come and testify that are going to share similar stories of, again, both violence and abuse that I think is going to be persuasive to an audience and to this jury.
Now, I know we're just in week 2 of this trial, but how do you think testimony in this federal case will impact civil suits against Kelly?
Oh, my gosh, that is a fantastic question, because I was thinking about all of that earlier in a number of ways, I think. So especially for these victims, So the first issue is that in this case, with this testimony, I think it's opening up the door to evidence that's collected by these federal prosecutors that those same victims can then turn around and file civil suits. And here's the interesting thing. They may be able to file civil suits based on this testimony against the people that are surrounding R. Kelly, that helped him orchestrate his treatment and behavior around these young women and young men as well. So they may be exposed to civil liability because of the evidence and testimony coming out in this case, and that's just the first step. The secondary step is that this information can likely be used in the criminal charges that are still pending for sexual assault in other jurisdictions. And he has several cases lined up behind this trial where this same testimony may be admissible against him in those other trials. And then the third, and this one is really interesting to me, is the civil liability that R. Kelly himself may face from this testimony. And this is interesting because just last year, he fought and he had a civil lawsuit against him that he lost because nobody showed up. He couldn't afford counsel. And remember, you aren't assigned counsel because it's a civil suit, not a criminal suit. And a default judgment was issued against him with the victim. And this victim had gone beyond the statute of limitations and time and still had a judgment. So that's the direction that I would look at as well for many of these victims that are testifying.
All right, legal contributor and veteran prosecutor Paul Henderson, we've got more to discuss with you later in the show. Up next, a North Carolina court ordered the restoration of voting rights for thousands of people with felony convictions.